Paul Whiteland with me now. Paul, you really were Mr. Entertainment of the first round on Saturday. I hear you enjoyed yourself out there very much.
Oh yeah, the track was exceptional yesterday. Yeah, we really enjoyed it. We had to work from the back a couple of times, but yeah, it was really good.
And a bit hectic on that final on the first corner, 4 of you virtually getting the corner together.
Yeah, it was all very close, but all very safe, you know. Had to back off a little bit, but yeah, it was great.
And your first ride, you completely missed the start. You battled through the second ride, touched the tanks back 15 metres and excuse me, and battled through for another good second place.
Yeah, the clutch had gone. When we went to touch the tapes, it was just dragging and I couldn't hold it back. Then after that, we just had to hold it, not revving it, so we didn't get a good gate every time. We put a new clutch in for today, so hopefully we've sorted it.
And like a lot of the grass track lads, you must be glad of a blast round because of this terrible weather we've been having.
Yeah, it's been horrendous these last few weeks. Yeah, it's good to get out again.
And probably one of your best ever performances on this Sidecar Speedway yesterday.
One of the most enjoyable, I think. I say the track was great yesterday. It's just nice to make the top 4.
And looking for a top 3 again today?
I would like to think so, but there's a lot of good guys here. So.
Thanks, on with us. Thank you very much. Richard Moore of Team Skeleton. Richard, a very successful day yesterday in the first round.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, yep.
Track seemed to ride superbly yesterday.
Yeah, track was brilliant. I mean, yeah, they were doing the right thing with it. It was great. It wasn't over slick, wasn't over drivey. It was a speedway track. It was good.
And it was good to see some shale out there, wasn't it? Because some of these tracks nowadays, there's so little shale on there, isn't there?
I know there is. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, the conditions were great. Brilliant racing.
Very hectic first corner in the final.
Yeah, it was a little bit. Yeah.
Any machine adjustments or sticking with what the proven of yesterday?
No. I needed more speed from yesterday. I'm not making excuses, but I needed more speed, so I tried a few different things today. So we'll see. Try and practice, try in the first heat, and then just see what happens. But today's another meeting, eh?
Thing is with Mark Cossar, he's just simply getting the start and he's away, isn't he?
Oh yeah, I don't think he needs a start to win. He's flying. I mean, his equipment's good. He knows how to use it. He knows how to set it up. Yeah, it's good.
But overall, with such a wet start to the season, you must be delighted to be your first appearance of the season.
Yeah. Well, it's only the first, my first official speedway, isn't it? Anyway, I don't get involved in grass track, but yeah. But then again, like I say, today's another day. Talk to me at like 6 o'clock, and I can tell you again.
And looking for another top 3 finish today?
Oh yeah.
Thanks, Adam Wilbus. Have a good day today.
Thank you.
Thank you. Cheers. With me now, the shock man of yesterday, Tris Winterburn. Probably, Tris, one of your best ever results yesterday.
Yeah, it is. We're getting there slowly. Sam and I seem to be gelling together now, so we'll just see how today goes.
And nice to have no machine problems yesterday as well.
No, now since I brought this bike off Mark, this is my 3rd season with it. We seem to have got rid of all machinery gremlins, so slowly getting there, but try to keep up with Mark and everyone's mean feet, so we'll just see how we go.
And the thing is with Mark, I mean, he used to miss the start and have to come battling through. Now he is making the starts, he's virtually uncatchable, isn't he?
Yeah, he is absolutely brilliant. Mark, you watch him ride and he's just so smooth. He is the man to beat, no questions, so we've all got to try and catch up.
Any changes from the bike from yesterday till today?
No, just make sure I've got my gearing right, barring that, everything's still the same, so fingers crossed.
And looking to do all the rounds this year?
Not 100% sure whether I can make the rounds at Cornwall, but I'll be definitely doing all the rounds here, and then just get ready for the qualifier.
And I think the track was in absolutely superb condition yesterday, wasn't it?
Oh, it was absolutely fantastic. Couldn't have asked for a better track compared to what it was like last year. It was absolutely brilliant.
Thanks, Sam. We wish best luck today.
Cheers, Colin.
Thank you, mate. Steve Smith with me now. Steve, happy with yesterday's result?
We're starting to get it better, the bike was rebuilt after Kings Lynn and we did one meeting on it last year. Kings Lynn, when Carl broke his back and we had a bad one at Kings Lynn 3-4 years ago. So the bike was completely rebuilt and we did one meeting at Coventry last year, stripped it down again, and that was our first meeting out yesterday, and we took us 3 rides to start getting the geometry sorted out. So yeah, probably I was happy by the end of the day, yeah.
And you made any adjustments to the machine for today?
I haven't at the moment. There's very little shale on the circuit at all, so I think it's going to start today as it ended up yesterday.
A lot of the riders saying they're pleased they were the track rode superbly well yesterday.
Oh yeah, it's a nice track to ride, and I think there was probably some good racing for the spectators to enjoy, so yeah, as long as they enjoyed it and we put on a good show, that's what it's all about.
And the main thing is, Steve, you've been riding a long time, are you still enjoying it?
Yeah, a lot of people probably say too long, but yeah, I mean, if I didn't enjoy it, I wouldn't still be here.
Thanks, and all the best of luck.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yesterday's maximum man, Mark Cossar. Mark, a tremendous performance by yourself and Carl yesterday.
Yeah, I was happy with it. Couldn't go much better.
All the riders saying the track was absolutely superb for racing yesterday.
It was good, yeah. It started out grippy, went a bit slick. I think it'll be even slicker today, so it would suit Matt more than myself, I think, but we'll see how the day goes on.
Any adjustments to the bike, or leaving it exactly how it was yesterday because you were so pleased with it?
No, I've changed the setup for slick, so hopefully it is slick.
Everybody's concerned now. It used to be such a bad gate and had a battle through, but this season, both on this and on the grass track, you're flying at the start and they can't get near you.
No, well, after the Masters, which cost me the last year's Masters, was my start, so I decided to do a bit of work on the engines and go a bit deeper into the gating, and we got it working.
It's fine for you, but rather the spectators don't like it because they're used to these big charges through from the back from you.
Well, perhaps once I've won the Masters, if I win the Masters, I'll miss a few gates for you.
Now, which do you enjoy the most, this or the grass track? I mean, you've tried the 500s on the grass as well. Do you enjoy both, or have you got a preference?
I don't have a preference, no. I like whatever one I'm riding at the time.
And obviously, going out there yesterday must be like being on the billiard table compared to some of the grass circuits you have to ride.
Depends how good your suspension is.
Looking for a repeat performance today to take a good lead down to Cornwall for the third round?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, just focus on the gates, get it in the first turn first, and get in the way.
And Carl's doing a super job for you in the chair at the moment, isn't he?
Oh yeah, you can't ask much more, Carl. He's great, yeah.
Thanks, all of us. Very best luck today.
Okay,
cheers,
you.
mate. Thank you. The ride, I think, coming out for the first race, so that was a very, very quick practice. So we move on to a race number one, the line for race number one. It's in red, Trevor and Andy Colvin. It may well be Paul Whiteman Jr. back in the chair again today. In blue, crew number 2, Simon Heal and the birthday boy of next Sunday, Terry Madley. Crew number 3, in green, Robbie Wilson and Bradley Steer. And crew number 4, in yellow and black, Mick Kay and Ben Goddard. Now it is definitely both the Colvins and the Chandy Colvins, so it's probably with Pete Colvin that Paul Whiteman Jr. will be racing with today, so it's Colvins on gate 1 in red. Simon Hill in blue on gate number 2. In green, or it's actually going in white helmet, is Ronnie Wilson in white gate 3. And Mick Kay in yellow and black. Apologies for the problem inside Colvins line, running inside Mick Kay, on the right, round the outside, Ronnie Wilson trying to pull in through, but Colvins has got back up the inside line. With Robbie Wilson in third, with Simon Hill back in fourth place, on the front row, and Mick Kay from the outside. On the inside to Robbie Wilson, has gone to the front fourth for second, Mick Kay still in hard to fix, to Wilson holds at second, for Colvins in third. He will find himself back in fourth place. Robbie Wilson gone over to the Colvins. Getting away at the front, having a good ride with Kay, which started to go on the back track. Robbie Wilson going down in second, Colvins have got that third place. Simon Hill in fourth place. Watch that flag goes out. Simon Hill and Terry Madley back in fourth place. They start to spread out on the track for the time of this second round of the Sidecar Track Racing Championship. Coming up there. Second, third of the Colvins, fourth place, it's Simon Hill. Right, it's on to race number 1. As Martin said, winning a winning time with 1 minute 13.66. 1 minute 13.66. If you fill in your programme in, rider number 4 in yellow and black, Mick Kay, he gets 3 points. Rider number 3, who's actually wearing a white helmet, is Robbie Wilson, Bradley Steer, they get 2 points. Rider number 1 in red, Trevor and Andy Colvin get 1 point. And rider outfit number 2 in blue, Simon Hill, Terry Madley, they score no points. We go on then to race number 2, riding in red, crew number 5, Richard Moore, Rob Winspear, They finished in 3rd place overall yesterday. In blue, it's Peter Colvin with Paul Whiteland Jr. in the chair. They are in blue, crew number 6. Crew number 7 in green, Gary Jackson. Tom Cossar is his passenger today, a different passenger from yesterday, and Gary started off very, very well indeed. Then unfortunately had a front wheel puncture, which caused him a lot of problems in his 3rd ride, and really couldn't quite put it together after that. He said steering was virtually impossible, and he didn't quite put it together after that. But Gary is a former champion in this sport, so he's one to watch. And in yellow and black, crew number 8, the crew of Rob Wilson and Terry Saunders, will be looking for a much better day today. He too is another former British champion on the grass and one of the top sidecar crews in the country at the present moment. So Richard Moore and Webb will go to gate number 1. We've got Pete Colvin on gate number 2, we've got Gary Jackson gate number 3 and Rob Wilson gate 4. Watch Gary Jackson at the start, crew number 7 in the white helmet. He virtually stands up when he starts. Everybody else sits down. Gary stands up and does about the first 10 yards stood up before he sits down. It's a unique style all of his own. It's been a very successful style for him. From the outside, showing what we missed yesterday. Rob Wilson has gone to one and Gary Jackson to the car on the inside. Running at the back straight the first time. If Jackson gone from the 2nd, Wilson has got the 3rd. Colvin was back in 4th place. And more in the press from Jackson. Back in 4th. Going at that back straight once again. And still Richard Moore in the chair. Gary Jackson trying to close the gap in 2nd. These two getting away from Rob Wilson, Terry Saunders who hold that 3rd place. Richard Moore on the last time by Gary Jackson. There's more to go inside the late side as he goes up that back straight once again. But Moore wins for Jackson and Cossar holding 2nd. Wilson Saunders in 3rd. It's Colvin Whiteland Jr. in 4th. Gary Jackson gets very close to going into that bottom corner, almost alongside him. There's the back straight. Gary Jackson trying that good score. Richie Moore holds on. Gary Jackson cuts it back on the inside. Gary Jackson comes back. Richie Moore just hangs on. Richie Moore gets it then. Gary Jackson in 2nd. Rob Wilson in 3rd. And it's Pete Colvin in 4th place. Almost got through Gary Jackson on that last corner. Good action again there in race number 2. It's one in red by crew number 5, the crew of Richie Moore, Rob Winspear. They pick up 3 points. 2nd in white, crew number 7, Gary Jackson, Tom Cossar. They get 2 points. And 3rd in yellow and black, crew number 8, Rob Wilson, Terry Saunders. They get 1 point. That time 2 seconds quicker than the opening race. 1 minute 11.60. 1 minute 11.60. As Martin said, most of the times we're in the 108s or 19s, but Mark Cossar in his opening race clocked a 17 in his very first race. He's not due out until race, in fact he's due out in this race now. So we look at race number 3 in red. We've got Steve Smith and Dan Crawford. Crew number 9. Crew number 10 in blue, Mark Cossar and Carl Blyth. That's the unbeaten crew of yesterday and set the quickest time. You should have a cracking race here, because in white, crew number 11, Paul Whiteland and Alan Elliott, they finished 4th yesterday. And in yellow and black, it is crew number 20, and that is the crew of Rod Winterburn and Liam Brown, and they finished 5th overall yesterday. So we should be in for a real crackerjack race number 3 with Steve Smith on the inside. If he can make the start, it could make it very interesting indeed.
Well, we did see what we were talking about earlier on about the fact, well that was yesterday, sorry, about the curbs and what have you, because the inside the grass on that last lap was used, dare I say, extensively. You could see that the 2nd place man was going to go out wide and then cut back in again, and cut back in he did, and it was only about half an hour down the line.
I think any Peterborough Speedway fans in today would say use the Ryan Sullivan line on that first pit score, only the opposite way around, of course. So it's really on one across the 2. Inside for all the there's Cossar into a back straight at first, and Robert and Henry go on into the pushed together and then it's gone and Paul Whiteland to super action there, particularly on that pits corner of that first lap when Rod Winterburn almost got inside Mark Cossar, and while he was moving Cossar over, Paul Whiteman came through on the inside as well. That was a cracking heat of Sidecar Speedway. Absolutely superb there in race number 3. It's won by the crew number 10 in blue, Mark Cossar Carl Blyth. They get 3 points. Second crew number 12 in yellow and black, Rob Winterburn, Liam Brown, they pick up 2 points. And third in white, crew number 11, Paul Whiteman, Alan Elliott, they get 1 point. The times get quicker. 1 minute 10.61. 1 minute 10.61. A superb heat of Sidecar Speedway. We move on then to race number 4, crew number 13 in red, Will Offen, Nicky Owen. In blue, crew number 14, Matt Tyrrell, Mark Courtney, crew had finished second overall yesterday, another very, very good crew indeed. I think we should see Gareth Winterburn with Sam Winterburn coming out in the white helmet in place of Andy Gribble and Ben Schofield, and in yellow and black crew number 16, that's Roger Wynne and Richard Masterton. So it is Gareth Winterburn with Sam Winterburn in the chair, and that is the crew that's coming in as a replacement for Andy Gribble and Ben Schofield. Winterburn's again trying to come through on the inside. Something's got to get coming out of that pit corner, and they come out of that. Tyrrell comes back the ball on the inside. Winterburn going up the back straight, and Tyrrell's got back inside. Winterburn going up that back straight. Super action again those first 2 laps as Tyrrell leads for Winterburn in second. Looks like Roger Wynne is going through. Second place position. It's Roger Wynne and Ben Law got the third place, but we're not going third place, but we're often looking for super action the first lap and a half of race number 4. Takes about 2.5. Second place, third is Roger Wynne, fourth is Will Offen.
It's a good job all these guys are friendly with each other out there, that's all I can say. I'll tell you what, I thought the heat before, heat 3 was getting very close, but boy oh boy, the Tyrrell and Winterburn, they got absolutely literally on top of each other around there. I tell you what, that was some fantastic racing. You know, we've said it's going to be good, and it's certainly starting to live up to the expectations now. Yeah.
Crackerjack action again in race number 4, a superb win for crew number 14 in blue, Matt Tyrrell, Mark Courtney, they get 3 points. Second in white, crew number 15, the crew of Gareth Winterburn and Sam Winterburn, they pick up 2 points. And third in yellow and black, crew number 16, Roger Wynne and Richard Masterton, they get 1 point. The times get quicker again, 1 minute 10.02, 1 minute 10.02 for race number 4. We go on to race 5 then, that completes the opening heat of action. Crew number 17 in red, Mick Stace and Gareth Little. Crew number 18 in blue, Darren Wills and George Moore. Let's hope they've got the machine problems sorted out. Crew number 19, the crew everybody has come to watch from the grass track world. First time out yesterday on 1000cc sidecar, that's Sean Harvey and Danny Hard in white. And crew number 20, Chris Winterburn and Sam Fumarola. He had a cracking day as well yesterday, so we should be in some super action again in race number 5, which completes the first round of action. That was a terminal problem there for Darren Wilson in practice. That's very sad to see. So we've just got the 3 crews for race number 5. So obviously major machine problems for Darren Wilson as the starter walks away. around the outside mixed ace, holds the inside line, but Sean Harvey gets the corner first. He's making a nuisance of himself again at the front. He said how much he enjoyed it yesterday. He's really enjoying it again now. He leads his first race into the pits corner on the opening lap. Harvey leads, he goes wide, almost locks it up, and William Carnes in the third lap. In second place, mixed ace stepping back in third place, Richard. Sean Harvey going up that back straight once again. It's still Chris Winterburn, Sam Fermarola pushing hard in second place. They're getting away from mixed ace, and Gareth Little have got that third place. Fishing a bit to Sean Harvey, but seen that race yesterday. Started off with a bit down in this race number 5. He's won the surprise package of yesterday. Chris Winterburn holds that second place, but Chris Winterburn starting to play back the ground on Sean Harvey. So going that pits corner on that number 3. Sean Harvey's gone really well, and Chris Winterburn, can he get through on the inside? Sean Harvey comes back on the outside. Super action between these two is Harvey in second, it stays back in third. A bite between them as they go up the back straight for the follow time. Will Sean Harvey hold the line this time? Will he leave a gap on the inside, but Trish Winterburn to find a way through? Trish Winterburn comes for the inside, but Sean Harvey picks up a very impressive ride. Sean Harvey gets one ride, Trish Winterburn gets a second. Third place, mixed ace. Good action again in race number 5.
Yeah, Sean went so wide on that corner. I thought he was going to absolutely just run out of steam, and Winterburn was going to go through on the inside, and it was going to be a case of, oh, he's going to go.
Super action again there in race number 5 there, and it's a win in white for crew number 19, Sean Harvey and Danny Hogg. They get 3 points. Second in yellow and black, crew number 20, Tris Winterburn and Sam Fumarola, they get 2 points. And third in red, crew number 17, mixed ace and Gareth Little. Another quick one in time, 1 minute 10.96. That concludes the first 5 heats. There'll be a quick track raid and then away with the next 5 heats of action. Race number 6, in red on gate number 1 is Paul Whiteman and Alan Elliott. In blue on gate number 2, Tris Winterburn, Sam Fumarola. In white it's Pete Colvin and Paul Whiteman Jr. And in yellow and black it's Will Offord and Ricky Aaron. In the second place, Will Offord take the long way around that first corner. Trish Winterburn second place, and Whiteman leads and going up the back straight for the first time. He's gone wide, Winterburn trying to come through on the inside. Winterburn trying to get Carney into the touch. Inside, Colvins now going through the relegated. Offord's the back, and Offord's gone much too wide up on that top corner. Trish Winterburn found the way through on the inside there, and leads it for Paul Whiteman holding that second place. Missing Colvin has got the third, but Offord back in fourth place. Top very much yet, both taking the same one. All they try going up that match level. Obviously, the Whiteman's running down and on going into that pits corner. He's got a wide and cut it back on the inside. But Chris Winterburn not with the back on the inside. And still holding off with the back middle. Off the back straight forward. He goes on the speed. Trying that pitch corner. Winterburn's again drifting wide. Coming up and find out on the inside. Chris Winterburn. All places will often. Super action again there in race number 6, won by crew number 20 in blue, Tris Winterburn, Sam Fumarola. Second, crew number 11 in red, Paul Whiteman and Alan Elliott, they get 2 points. And in third place, in white, crew number 6, Pete Colvin and Paul Whiteman Jr., they get 1 point. Second quickest time of the afternoon so far, 1 minute 10.8 seconds. 1 minute 10.8 seconds. Right, the programme change of course in race number 7, it'll be Gareth and Sam Winterburn, crew number 15 in red. We've got Mick Cave, Ben Goddard is in blue, crew number 4, they won their opening race, and in white, crew number 10, Mark Cossar Carl Blyth, they won their opening race, and in yellow and black, crew number 17, Mick Stace and Gareth Little. So another crackerjack race 7 lines up.
We're still about a couple of seconds down from what we were yesterday, but the racing has got better, so coming up from Mark Cossar, very impressive Super action again there in race number 7. It's won by crew number 13 in white, Mark Cossar Carl Blyth. They get 3 points. Second, crew number 15, the crew of Gareth Winterburn and Sam Winterburn. They get 2 points in red. And third place went to crew number 4 in blue, Mick Cave and Ben Goddard. Winning time 1 minute 10.70. 1 minute 10.70. Well, on we go then to race number 8. In red, crew number 19, Sean Harvey, Danny Hobb, winners first time out. In blue, crew number 8, Rob Wilson, Terry Saunders. In white, well, they're coming out in green this time, crew number 14, Matt Tyrrell, Mark Courtney, also winners first time out. And crew number 1 in yellow and black, it's Trevor and Andy Colvin. Mechanical problems again there for Rob Wilson. That is a great shame because Rob proved in his first ride he's as good as anybody out there, but it's just something they can't quite get the finger on. They've got it started again. Let's hope they can keep it running for this race number 8. Again, a very intriguing prospect. Matt had a superb race with Gareth Winterburn to win his opening ride. Sean Harvey got the better of Chris Winterburn, another super race. So if Rob Wilson could make the start, he could be the spoiler amongst these in what could be another very interesting race, race number 8. Starts have been very even as well. We haven't seen the same starts from Cossar. Everybody's matching him, so they've managed to get that start gate sorted out. Yeah, gate 4's working absolutely on the button as it wasn't. It took about 4 minutes to get in.
Gate 1, Rob Wilson, gate 2, Matt Tyrrell, gate 3, Trevor Colvin, gate number 4, race number 4. Matt Tyrrell, the span line round the outside, Sean Harvey tucked in the second, he goes wide, Colvin looking to get through on the inside to move through the second plate, with Sean Harvey all to obey Rob Wilson again, struggling with a 6 right at the moment, they can make it over now. It's Tyrrell so far, but Matt Tyrrell, Mark Courtney, who really are a tremendous group of characters to command have got the third one, Wilson, finally comes on the track with the sheep runners, and you see Matt Tyrrell, Mark Courtney, into the next group of 30 quarter time in race number 8, they keep up their main straight, that's Matt Tyrrell, Mark Courtney, by Sean Harvey to pick up the second place. Oh, and Colvins have hit the fence, they're up on the top corner. They've hit the fence up on the top corner. Of course, if they push it home, they can get third place points. So, yeah, so let's have a bit of applause here because the Colvin lads are going to push home there for third place. They hit the fence pretty hard. They're going to go again and pick up crucial third place points. Super action again, they're in race number 8, won by in white by crew number 14, the crew of Matt Tyrrell, Mark Courtney. They get 3 points. Another tremendous ride there for the crew in red, crew number 19, Sean Harvey, Danny Hogg, they get 2 points. And in yellow and black, crew number 1, Trevor and Andy Colvin, they pick up the 1 point. The time by easing the quickest today by a long way, 1 minute 8.8 seconds. 1 minute 8.8 seconds. Well, on we go then to race number 9. In red, crew number 3, Robbie Wilson, Bradley Steer. In blue, crew number 12, Rod Winterburn, Liam Brown. I shouldn't think we should see the Wills lads come out for this one. And white, and in yellow and black, crew number 5, Richie Moore, Rob Winspear. Now, Richie Moore won his opening race. Rod Winterburn picked up a good second place in his opening ride, and Robbie Wilson was very much on the pace in his first ride, so we should get another crackerjack race number 9.
Seems to be that everybody is sort of like all coming to, dare I say, at the same point, speed-wise, barring mechanical problems and the like of. They're all within a couple of tenths of each other. It's starting to get horribly close, and by the time we get down to the third round of racing, they're all going to be sitting there with their abacuses and their pencils and pens out, working how many points they've actually got to get through into the final. So it's going to be very, very tight again.
I think it shows the work that's been done last night and this morning to get the machines back together. There's so many competitive crews out there now, and you say everybody's on the equal pace with the time, so a lot of work has gone into it, and it's proven the work for the second day's racing. So what we're going to see into second place, one winner will try and find a way on the inside, going at that back road for the first time. Robbie Wilson goes on, while Winterburn slips through and in second place. For Richard Moore, Rob Winspear, Stolen and Mark to the front there, clear the front, almost walking on the holding second. Robbie Wilson is in third place. That's right, once again, it's a clear of Richard Moore, Rob Winspear, and Mark and Richie Moore on his way to make it 2 wins at a 2, and Robbie Wilson's still out on down, and Rob Winterburn that second place. It looks perhaps starting to go up there for second and third place. Second and third for Richie Moore, Rob Winspear, they're well clear from Modern and Liam Brown. They just went over on that second place. Robbie Wilson looks to have more speed going up that back straight, and here they get scoring 44 time, and Robbie Wilson makes a big move for both of them. Rod Winterburn has hit the boards very, very hard there. Right, well that's just been sorted out to give you the result of race number 9. It is a win in yellow and black for crew number 5, Richie Moore, Rob Winspear, they get 3 points. Crew number 3, Robbie Wilson, Bradley Steer, and let's some applause here. Liam Brown's up on his feet, that's very good news indeed. Let's have some more applause there for Liam. They really are made of solid stuff, these Sidecar lads, and Liam, he's hit the boards very, very hard. Now, there's no giving this Peterborough safety fence, as we all know, but he's walking rather gingerly back onto the infield with Rob the driver there, so let's hope that Liam is going to be okay. I think he's going to take a lift in the ambulance back up towards the pits area. Rod looks to be okay, so as soon as we get any news on young Liam there, we will let you know. That's good to see him up on his feet. Right, we continue with the result of race number 9. It is a win in yellow and black for crew number 5, Richie Moore, Rob Winspear. They get 3 points. Crew number 3 in red, Robbie Wilson, Bradley Steer, are excluded from that race, and there are no other finishers. The winning time is 1 minute 9.41. 1 minute 9.41. Right, the result remains the same for race number 9. So we move on then to race 10. Riding in red, crew number 7, Gary Jackson, Tom Cossar. In blue, crew number 16, Roger Wynne, Richard Masterton. In white, crew number 2, Simon Heal, Terry Madley. And in yellow and black, crew number 9, Steve Smith and Dan Crawford. So race 10 then, Gary Jackson gate 1, Roger Wynne on gate 2, Simon Heal gate 3, Steve Smith on gate 2, as he goes through in the second race, Tony Madley's off the back there, they go Terry's off the back, Simon Heal doesn't know he's gone, they're still racing off the back straight, red lights come on, as Terry Madley rolling about there in agony upon that top corner. I don't think Simon Heal realised he's lost his passenger there. It was the best start Simon had made all day, and Terry up and walking back, that's good to see. And Simon I think has just realised he's suddenly lost his passenger, looking to see where exactly Terry is, and the answer is walking onto the centre green upon that top end.
A number of times that I've actually seen passengers come out of sidecars and the driver doesn't realise they've gone. I remember a classic one, that Thruxton road racing one, had gone out, and all of a sudden the driver found out, I think it was when it got down to the first chicane, and then by the time they got round, the passenger is standing on the start-finish straight, the driver slows down the outfit, to say, very shamefacedly, looked at him, the passenger got in, smacked him round the back of the helmet, and they took off like a scolded cat. I must admit, the passenger that fell out there was actually a woman. She wasn't best pleased with her boyfriend stroke husband. No, it is very difficult. All of a sudden you arrive at the corner and all of it's not going the way you wanted to, and there's nobody there. Now, Terry is down being attended to by the paramedics have gone out to him, although he got back under his own steam. Obviously, falling out on turns 1 and 2 when you're just about up to full chat is not the best thing to do at the best of times. Fortunately as well, he got avoided by everything else that was coming behind him.
Referee's decision, that's first Ben bunching, all 4 crews will go back in the rerun. Let's hope that Terry Madley is going to be okay.
Obviously, I think everybody else is fairly relieved as well, because it always seems to happen, doesn't it? You get one stoppage and then all of a sudden they come along like a bunch of buses where you're going to get 2 or 3 at a time. But yeah, no harm done. But in saying that,
Terry's walking back with promoter Chris Tyrrell. And Simon's going back, so he's putting his helmet back on. So if you can hear this, Chris, in the middle, is Terry going to go back out in the restart? Yes, he is. So I'll take a round of applause for Terry Madley. He's the birthday boy of next week, 65 years young is Terry. Next Sunday, he'll be in action at Clumpton near Exeter in the Masters qualifier. They breed him tough, the sidecar passengers. As we unfortunately now, of course, had 2 incidents in 2 separate races. We went for the whole meeting yesterday without any incidents. Let's hope that is the last of the incidents. But I mean, the times have got so competitive today. The crews are so close to one another on the track there. They've really got the gearing sorted out, the mechanics sorted out, and they are producing some very, very fast and thrilling racing for us today as they come back into line then for the restart of race number 10 with Gary Jackson on gate 1, Roger Wynne on gate 2, Simon Heal will have gate 3 and Steve Smith will have gate number 4 for this rerun of race number 10. Just waiting for Steve Smith to settle there in gate number 4. The red second place, and Jackson leads, Smith in second, Williams in third, Simon Hill back in fourth place, at the complete round of that. Jackson has got that third place, Simon Hill seems to be coasting back there in fourth place, after someone the star into the big ball to back out. They won't be on, they have gone there for Terry Madley, and they pulled on the middle of the track. There's Gary Jackson continuing to win the race up the front on the straight. Steve's still on the exit from that pit corner. Jackson and Cossar there, Peter Smith in fourth and second place. Last in all the third place, vision equal distance between these three crews. They're moving on to fourth this time. He's cleared the front there. Steve Smith still holding that second place. Roger Wynne has got the third. They move into the pit corner. Restarted race number 10. It's going to be a winner there for crew number 7. That crew of Gary Jackson. Second place is Roger Wynne. The result then of race number 10 is a win in red for Gary Jackson and Tom Cossar, crew number 7. Second, crew number 9 in yellow and black, Steve Smith and Dan Crawford, they get 2 points. And third in blue, crew number 16, Roger Wynne and Richard Masterton, they get 1 point. The winning time is 1 minute 10 exactly. Well, they're starting to come out then for what could be a very, very important race number 11. Mark Cossar Carl Blyth already out on the track. They've had 2 superb winning rides. Waited for Richie Moore. Roger Wynne, of course, was out in the last heat, and Sean Harvey and Danny Hogg. They now start to appear. This could be a vital race number 11 because 2 crews on 6 points, 1 on 5. They clash in this race number 11.
I'm going to say something's got to give on this one, points-wise that is, more than anything else. You don't know which way to go on this. Cossar's been looking pretty good, but everybody else seems to have upped the game to him. He certainly, I would say, looks as though he is the quickest. We've had a 19.41, so we're starting to come down a bit, but yeah. But everybody's now starting to race instead of basically being out front. So we're getting the mix, which is obviously, as people say, you know, it's all very well having people out front there going as fast as they can. But now once the racing clicks in, you've got to start defending your line rather than going absolutely flat out with nobody near you.
No, that's absolutely true. They've all seemed to closed up on Mark today. There's so many crew. Interesting, Paul White has done 1 or 2 hair-raising rides. He's only got 3 points so far. He's ridden superbly well like he did yesterday, but he's been in some tough races, so he'll need to score points in these closing heats to get into that big final. But not for the one to try him with Paul, but of course he has been out in some very, very tough races. So they settle out for race number 11 with Mark Cossar on gate 1. Richie Moore on gate 2, both these crews unbeaten. Roger Wynne has got gate 3 and Sean Harvey just dropped the 1 point so far. Richie Moore made a dreadful start as well, but Richie Moore goes through on the inside. Roger Wynne is after there for Sean Harvey, as it is Mark Cossar. He's going in the pits corner for the first time. Richie Moore has got that second place. Roger Wynne in third. Sean Harvey gets it going. Second time, Cossar leads and Moore holding second. Winner's got the third. Sean Harvey and Danny up there, Virtual back down left to the gate in this race number 11. But Mark Cossar will this be a psychological burden. Richie Moore in place. He's trying to line but can't find a way past country. Well, having said it, tight. on that corner, playing back the cross and then pulls away going down that back straight. Cotter leads with Moore in second, Winners in third, Sean Harvey just took third to two. Of the afternoon, Richie Moore's got a superb line going into that corner, closes one of the Cotter, again pulls away in the straight, but having said that, Richie Moore's really going to have a go now as he moves into the pits corner, 44 time, Clark Ross Richie Moore, third place, Roger Wynn. I look there on Sean Harvey, left of the line in race number 11. Race 11 then, win in red for crew number 10, the crew of Mark Cossar and Carl Blyth, they get 3 points. Second in blue, crew number 5, Richie Moore, Rob Winspear, they get 2 points. And third in white, crew number 16, Roger Wynn, Richard Masterton, they pick up 1 point. 1 minute 10.72, 1 minute 10.72. We move on to race 12. In red, crew number 14, Unbeaten crew, Matt Tyrrell, Mark Courtney, they're in red. In blue, crew number 9, Steve Smith, Dan Crawford. In white, crew number 20, Tris Winterburn, Sam Fumarola. And in yellow and black, crew number 3, Robbie Wilson and Bradley Steer.
You see now, looking at this one on paper, this has a lot of potential in it as well. Obviously with young Tyrrell out there looking, dare I say it, he was looking good yesterday, he's looking very, very quick today. And again, just nice and consistent. We're now starting to get to the point where you're looking and saying, what points do I need out of this one? But he is going to be pushed. There are 2 crews out there, not discounting Steve Smith, that are going to push him, dare I say it, all the way to this one. It's going to be close.
And again, of course, with Richie Moore dropping points and Sean Harvey having a no score after getting 5 in his opening 2, the lads on 3 and 4 points. If they pick up a winning ride in this next set of heats, they come very much back into contention for one of the top 4 from that final. You can see Matt Tyrrell and Mark Courtney just checking the grooves in that inside gate. It's been a pretty good, early on the outside gate seemed to be more favourable, but again the inside gate seems to be coming more to the fore as the meeting is progressing. Steve Smith will put all its experience to play, he's in blue. Gate 2, Tris Winterburn, gate 3. Steve Smith is coming in that back to the back straight of the field. He's going up the back straight. Steve Smith needs to come in on the motion, trying to find all around the outside. Tris Winterburn trying to come through on the inside, and Matt Tyrrell's going all the way over the back. And Matt Tyrrell's trying to come into you watch her 2-2, there is no one in the second. He's chasing Tris Winterburn now as he got the back straight up in the 2. Winterburn leads, Tyrrell in second, Roast in third, Smith back in 4th place, and they come on to the front back from the 2. Winterburn surrounded. He's going wide, Tyrrell's gone one now, cuts back for an inside one, but Winterburn holds in the third straight. He's got the third stakes, and then one himself at the back again, so in this third set, it's just Winterburn into the 2 people on top. One last go by Matt Tyrrell, but can't find the outside. Second place, Matt Tyrrell, third place. Steve Smith, the meeting is thrown wide open again there after race number 12. Race 12 in a quick winning time, 1 minute 9.76, 1 minute 9.76. That was for the crew in white. Crew number 20, Tris Winterburn, Sam Fumarola, they get 3 points. Second in red, crew number 14, Matt Tyrrell, Mark Courtney, they pick up 2 points. And in yellow and black, crew number 3, Robbie Wilson, Bradley Steer, they get 1 point. The winning times, I say, 1 minute 9.76. So we're opening blue on gate number 2, Mick Cave in white gate 3, and Gary Jackson in yellow. yellow, gate number 4. So the win here for Gary Jackson will keep him very, very much in contention. He is a former winner of this title, along with Matt Tyrrell and of course Mark Cossar, all previous winners of this championship. So the 3 crews settle then for race 13. Nowhere to go, red lights are on straight away because Nick Kay locked up the middle of the gate down. Will often had nowhere to go bar onto the middle of the track, so that obviously referee puts on the red light straight away there for race 13.
Cherry now to see whether Gary Jackson can actually make the start. He must have thought it was his birthday when they all got locked up in that first corner and we came screaming down the outside, but he'll see if he can do it the right way this time from gate 4.
Yeah, you're actually right. Completely missed the start. Third place, Gary Jackson in that big line round the outside of that top room. Jackson second off and he's got the third place, diving into the pits corner on the other lap. Nick Kay is top corner. That's around the back. Jackson wants to get cornered. So Jackson was quicker going up that back straight. Nick Kay is really making a loose with himself at the front there. Gary's gone wide, trying to get the inside. Jackson wide. Third place position into the pit corner. They go onto the Screws on the power on the entry of that pit corner. He's not going to get through on the inside line. First, second winning by the afternoon. Second place is Gary Jackson. Third place is Mullopin. Race 13, another quick time, this time for Mick Kay, 1 minute 9.76, 1 minute 9.76 in a race won by the crew in white. Crew number 4, Mick Kay, Ben Goddard, they get 3 points. Second in yellow and black, crew number 7, Gary Jackson, Tom Cossar, they get 2 points. And in crew number 13 in blue, Will Off and Nicky Owen, they pick up 1 point. So let's have a look at race 14 then. In red, Simon Hill, Terry Madley. Will Terry be fit enough to come out? He had to pull in off that crash over on that top corner. In blue, crew number 17, Mick Stace, Gareth Little. In white, crew number 8, Rob Wilson, Terry Saunders. And in yellow and black, crew number 11, Paul Whiteman, Alan Elliott.
Now we're sitting deliberating, looking on paper. If Paul Whiteland needs a win, on the fact that we're still waiting, the gates are open. We've got 2 outfits. We're waiting for
Simon Hill, yeah, but there may be a doubt over Simon coming out of. No, his wife had just waved her arms. He's not coming out. So obviously Terry has suffered an injury in that crash, so he won't be out. So we're waiting for Mick Stace to come out. Yeah, Mick Stace, of course, that is Rob Wilson waiting for him. Rob's had continual machine problems both yesterday and today. Sorry, it is Rob Wilson, crew number 8, we're waiting for. So whether Rob's going to come out, I can see a bike being pushed out, but maybe for the next race. No, the doors are being closed, so unfortunately the Gremlins have struck Rob Wilson again. That's a great shame, and with no Terry Madley not fit to continue, we're just going to have the 2 crews then for race number 14 with Paul Whiteman and Alan Elliott on the outside and Mick Stace and Gareth Little on gate number 2. Paul needs a win here to get back into contention. He's had 2 really hard opening rides when he's got a second and a third place. He needs a win. Holds that second place position. Much better on lap number 1. Station, Gareth Little in second place. They move into that pit corner on the open, about 2 miles between the two. Next station, Industrial Lights, Paul Whiteman riding big track, next station, inside line, next station, it's going on to Paul Whiteman at the moment, so going into that pit corner on lap number 2, Paul Whiteman wide again, next station, takes an inside line. Good match race between these two. The contrasting styles of Whiteman riding mid-track, mid-station, moving the white line all around the Peterborough circuit. As they go in the pitch corner once again, Paul Whiteman and Alan Elliott. What will be 3 crucial points there for Paul Whiteman after the back straight on lap number 4. He's got away from mid-station area, which is going to win this race number 14. So the first one of the afternoon then goes to Paul Whiteman. Next station, Gareth Little. The result in race number 14, a win in yellow and black for crew number 11, the crew of Paul Whiteman and Alan Elliott, they get 3 points. Second in blue, crew number 17, mixed station, Gareth Little, they get 2 points. The winning time, 1 minute 10.18. 1 minute 10.18. When we go to race 15, the conclusion of this third set of heats, we've got in red, crew number 6, Pete Colvin and Paul Whiteman Jr. In blue, Trevor and Andy Colvin, crew number 1. In white, crew number 12, Rob Winterburn and Liam Brown. It'll be interesting to see if we see those out again, because obviously Liam had a problem. And then in 15, your programme change, it'll be Gareth and Sam Winterburn, crew number 15 in yellow and black. Intriguing situation. We've got Pete Colvin on gate 1, Trevor Colvin on gate 2, that's Rob Winterburn. Looks like he's on Gareth Winterburn. Corner the first time then. It's the crew in blue made the start, that's Trevor Colvin. He needs to go second place, and Rob Winterburn trying to find a way through into Colvin. They touch going into that pit square, and Winterburn gets through on the inside. Colvin in second place. Whether it's Liam Brown or it's Gareth Winterburn on the back of him there as he goes at the back straight on lap number 2. So he's a minute of order, no score in his second outing. Trevor Colvin holds up second place for Pete Colvin. From there, Trevor Colvin holding second, Pete Colvin has got one third place position. Oh, he's come to a start. They've come to a stop. For some reason they got a puncture in the back, so just about sums up the afternoon. And Trevor Colvin cleared the front, and Pete Colvin holding that second place position. And a point there in third place. So coming in that pit score at 40 full of time, Trevor Colvin, Andy Colvin, second place for Pete Colvin and Paul Whiteman Jr. And that looks
that's nasty.
Rather nasty there as Pete Colvin went across the line. Let's hope that's not as bad as what it looks, and will Rob Winterburn coast round to try and pick up that third place point. So a very eventful race number 15, won in blue by Trevor and Andy Colvin, they get 3 points. Second in red, crew number 6, Pete Colvin and Paul Whiteman Jr., they get 2 points. And third in green, crew number 12, Rod Winterburn, and I think it was Gareth Winterburn on the back, they pick up 1 point with a flat tyre. 1 minute 14.42. 1 minute 14.42. There will now be a track grade, and obviously Winterburns will need that track grade because they are straight back out in race number 16 to ride in red, where they face Gary Jackson in blue, Mick Stace in white, and Matt Tyrrell in yellow and black. We go then to race number 16. Good to see that Rod Winterburn is back out in red. Crew number 12, Gary Jackson, is in blue. Crew number 7, Mick Stace. Crew number 17 in white, and Matt Tyrrell, crew number 14 in yellow and black. So all sorts of possibilities in this race number 16. Matt Tyrrell will be looking. He's only dropped the 1 point so far. Looking to get a winning ride here to get him into the final. Gary Jackson, I think, needs a win after being pushed back into second place in his last outing. He needs a win here to try and get that top 4. Again, Rod Winterburn on Gareth Winterburn's machine as he settles there in red on gate number 1. It's Gary Jackson on gate 2, Mick Stace gate 3, and Matt Tyrrell fills gate number 4. Crew in red just pulling back from the start. Gary Jackson asking out and hand in the air now, puts it there. Moving into the pits corner on the open lap. Pick up on the inside. Gary Jackson's gone through that gap, but back on the outside. Gary Jackson comes again back up the inside. These two locked together, second and third place in the pits corner on lap number 2. Takes that second place and really wide. Of course, using the strange machine this time, it's coming back at Jackson now, looking to take that second place. There's Tyrrell and Courtney getting wide before Jackson holds on to that second place. Once again, it's Tyrrell and Courtney while Courtney gets back forward on the inside. Jackson going up the match straight. These two locked together, second and third place, and we're going to get on the inside. Jackson back on the inside. Super action there for second and third. Matt Tyrrell, Mark Courtney, faultless wide at the front, but plenty of passing and repassing there for second and third places.
Certainly the way that was going, Tyrrell got out of the gate like he was basically shot out of a gun. He was away. He done a Cossar start from yesterday, and well, Winterburn and Gary. Winterburn and Gary Jackson, I'll tell you what, they were literally side by side for a whole of a lap round there. You know, and there was good clean racing as well.
Exactly, they were passing and repassing. It was good clean pass. There was never contact anywhere around the circuit, so it's a very impressive win there for crew number 14 in yellow and black, Matt Tyrrell, Mark Courtney. They pick up 3 points. The crew in red, number 12, Rod Winterburn, Liam Brown, they get 2 points. And in blue, crew number 7, Gary Jackson, Tom Cossar, they pick up 1 point. Another quick time for so late in the meeting, 1 minute 9.54, 1 minute 9.54. Interesting, we didn't have a track grade between races 15 and 16 as the crews come out then for race number 17. Roger Wynne will be on gate number 1. Paul Whiteman, I think, needs another win here to try and get into that top 4. He is in blue. Trevor Colvin is in white. No rider, of course, in yellow and black. So we settle in for race 17. I think Whiteman desperately needs 3 points in and hopefully enough to squeeze him into that top. Into the first corner. Once again, Paul Whiteman's and looks at Roger Wynne virtually came to a stop there. Colvin's played into him. Whiteman had nowhere to go. Roger Wynne got a fly up on the gate, led him to that corner, but half around the corner seemed to come to a complete stop. And Trevor Colvin just had nowhere to go there. And Paul Whiteman neither, and it's all 3 back for the restart. Richard Marston limping rather badly there as he went. So he's going to have to go with 2 only for the race 17. Richard Marston seems limping very badly there in the pits area. So it's just Paul Whiteman and Trevor Colvin for a match race in race 17. Into the tapes. Top corner, they've got to separate going out of the corner. They do separate, they're back together again. And now we'll get an each other's ball and finally goes to on the inside. And he's just ahead of Trevor Colvin, who's got the second. It's in the right to go on the inside. Top corner on number 2 there, Paul Whiteman clear of Trevor Colvin on that second place position. Going up the next one, Paul Whiteman, Alan Elliott started away then Trevor Andy Colvin got that second place position. Second place position. Into the pits corner of light number 3. I'm going to get right in the ground there, the passenger. The same 2 points in second place in this one. As we see Paul Whiteman halfway up the back straight and light number 4 in race number 17. Exiting the pits corner and picking up 3 very important points. Paul Whiteman gets the winning line. Second place is Trevor and Andy Colvin. Race 17 then, won by the crew in blue, number 11, Paul Whiteman and Alan Elliott, they get 3 points. Second in white, crew number 1, Trevor and Andy Colvin, they get 2 points. 1 minute 11.63, 1 minute 11.63. Race 18, another interesting one we've got in crew number 20 in red, Chris Winterburn, Sam Fumarola, very much looking for a place in that final. In blue, crew number 15, Gareth and Sam Winterburn. In white, crew number 5, just dropped the 1 point so far, Richie Moore and Rob Winspear. And in yellow and black with 2.5, Simon Heal and Terry Madley. There may be a doubt over that crew, obviously with Terry suffering an injury in this last outing. To race 18, obviously no Terry Madley coming out then, so we've got Tris Winterburn on gate number 1, we've got Richie Moore on gate 3, and Gareth Winterburn's going for gate 4, he should be on. If the starter can hear this, they're on the wrong gates. The outside should be on 2 and green should be on 3, please. The 2 outside crews are actually on the wrong gates there. Richie Moore should have been on, Gareth Winterburn should have been on 2 and Richie Moore on 3. That was when that race was not allowed to start. race 18 then, with Tris Winterburn on gate 1, Gareth Winterburn gate 2 and Richie Moore on gate 3. Together to the blue, right together Richie Moore, the train outside Tris Winterburn going from the inside. Gareth Winterburn was a meeting of some there, they're locked together going into that first corner, but it's Richie Moore has stolen him after from the lead with Tris Winterburn in second. The second Richie Moore is getting away at the front end, going in the back straight. It's still Tris Winterburn hanging on to that second. Winterburn has got that third place position. Moving into the pits corner once again. It's all action in the seat. Richie Moore Robbins for Gareth and Sam Winterburn improve upon that third place and almost alongside Tris Winterburn now going up the back straight once again. Gareth Winterburn when to make a move. I think he went in the room, but he got that back straight. Richie Moore wins for a make it up pretty easily. Gareth Winterburn is number one, so trying to squeeze on into Tris Winterburn. Tris is not leaving the gap. Gareth trying to make the gap as they go up the back straight. But actually not together this time. Gareth Winterburn does go through. Carl passes off the back of Tris Winterburn there. Something going into that final corner. Red lights are on. Red lights are on. Gareth Winterburn and Sam Winterburn, they pick up the 1 point there for third place in a very eventful race number 18. There is no time because the red light went on before the end of the race. So race number 9. So in red then it's Mick Cave on gate number 1. Sean Harvey fills gate number 2. Steve Smith in white gate 3, and obviously that was a big problem there for the Colvins. They not coming out for this race number 19, so 3 crews only. There's Mick Cave on the inside, Sean Harvey making a move around the outside, Sean Harvey's gone around the outside, super line on Sean Harvey, Mick Cave comes again back up the inside, Steve Smith is trying to fall in for the three abreast coming out of that pitch corner. Harvey Cave lock shoulder, John Lewis in second and Steve Smith trying to find a way through. Mick Cave locks it up on the middle and now he's taking Steve Smith middle with him, and that's made Sean Harvey to get away at the front. As Harvey leads from Cave in second, Smith is in third place. First time ever on this emergency sidecar, getting away at the front. Mick Cave holds at the second place. Steve Smith really haven't made that second place. Mick Cave now is moving in the pits corner on lap number 3. Tremendous draw in the race. Number 19. That's Sean Harvey. Steve Smith back down in third place. Going at the back straight on lap number 4. In the very eventful race number 19 is Sean Harvey and Danny Hunt. They pick up another one in line. Steve Smith, and all happened on that top corner on the second lap.
Oh, it did. I mean, Harvey was round the outside. He couldn't find a way onto the inside, so he stuck into that sort of like middle to outside line, and he was just going around them, or trying to go around them. And all of a sudden, everybody else got tangled up, and I'm sure nobody backed off on the grass when they were over there. Steve Smith's passenger was not happy there at all across there. He saw the arm go up in the air, and it was pretty spectacular. It's a good job there wasn't any corner markers out there, that's all I can say.
Right, race 19, a very eventful race 19, is a win in blue for crew number 19, Sean Harvey and Danny Hogg. They get 3 points. Second in white, crew number 9, Steve Smith and Dan Crawford, they get 2 points. And third in red, crew number 4, Mick Cave and Ben Goddard, they get 1 point, and they were moved back 1 place for the instant over on that far side of the track on lap number 2. The winning time 1 minute 11.33. 1 minute 11.33. So that's a win for Sean Harvey, second Steve Smith, and third was Mick Cave. Race 20, the penultimate, the last race then before the grand final. In red, crew number 8, Rob Wilson, Terry Saunders. Will we see them out? In blue, we have got crew number 3, Robbie Wilson, Bradley Steer. In white, crew number 13, Will Offen and Nicky Owen. And in yellow and black, crew number 10, totally unbeaten, Mark Cossar and Carl Blyth. Discussion appearing with the referee in the box, so just holding up on race number 20. Sorry for the delay, but we've had discussion regarding a couple of races with the referee. We now move on to race 20. Obviously, Rob Wilson, Machine Granders, have again got the better of him, so he's not out. So Robbie Wilson blue on gate number 2. Will Offen on white gate 3 on unbeaten. Mark Cossar is on yellow and black on gate number 4. Just gets a corner before Robbie Wilson, that could be crucial, and Cossar leads him up the back straight the first time. Robbie Wilson's got a second below, he is in third place, going into that pits corner on the open lap. Cossar and Brian lead from Wilson Steer on that second place. As he was yesterday, he's really coming up the back straight once again. Robbie Wilson won a chance to find a way through on the inside. He almost got through on the inside of Robbie Wilson, and Robbie Wilson just holding that second place position. Cossar and Brian got the third equal distance between these three crews. They got the back straight on number 3 there. Cossar and Brian the Showground this afternoon, well clear going into that pits corner once again. It's still Robbie Wilson holding that second place. Between these three crews, they make the back straight 40 more time in race number 20, closing neatly before we move into the big final. It's Mark Cossar and Carl Blyth totally on lead all the afternoon. And Bradley Steer, and in third place Will Offen and Nicky Owen. Race 20 result then. It's a win in yellow and black for crew number 10, Mark Cossar Carl Blyth, unbeaten in the qualifying heats. They get 3 points. In blue, number 3, second place, Robbie Wilson, Bradley Steer, they get 2 points. And in white, crew number 13, Will Offen, Nicky Owen, they get 1 point. A very quick time for the last of the qualifying heats, 1 minute 9.72. 1 minute 9.72. Richie Moore is going to go for gate number 4. Richie Moore goes for yellow and black gate number 4. That's crew number 5, Richie Moore and Rob Winspear.
Matt Tyrrell, I think.
Tris, are you going to 3? Tris Winderman, gate 3.
I think that's what he was left with.
Matt, gate 2?
Yeah.
Matt Tyrrell, gate 2, thank you.
Oh, this is going to be fun, it really is going to be fun down there.
So yes, the crew's coming out. We had quite a bit of discussion, 1 or 2 riders up here in the box regarding certain things, so we get back to the action of the final race of the day. I think people who are here yesterday and today must thoroughly enjoy this Sidecar Speedway. Some fantastic racing by the lads, putting everything on the line to produce a thrilling afternoon's racing. And there is some more Sidecar Speedway at Mid Cornwall on the 10th of June on the newly built boarded circuit, which will be some fabulous racing. So they come into line then. Mark Cossar Carl Blyth on gate 1, Matt Tyrrell, Mark Courtney on gate 2, Tris Winterburn, Sam Fumarole at gate 3, and Richie Moore, Rob Winsby at gate number 4.
Richard Moore taking his time to get up to the line. It's ever so close down there, and Cossar and Tyrrell, they are really camped right next door to each other down there. Winterburn in the middle. Got the last choice of gate, and that was gate 3, so it's going to be going for it.
Cossar down there, he almost got there, and Cossar just got there a second before Richie Moore. You can see what he's trying to do. He got the gate, he's trying to clamp Cossar on the inside. He was within half a wide turn of doing that, but Cossar just broke clear, and Cossar is in more place after 40, going the back straight for the first time. Mark Cossar and Carl Blyth, they lead the Richie Moore, Rob Winsby got the second place. It's Matt Tyrrell, Mark Courtney in third. Chris Winterburn, Sam Fumarole have got that 4th place position. Cossar really made it count. He just made sure that Richie Moore couldn't get across from the outside. Look between the forwards, exactly the same now as they go into the pits corner once again. Richie Moore gets a little bit closer in second place. Looking for one on the inside of the entry to that top corner. Mark Cossar not really got on the inside. Look to Mark Courtney there got the 3rd place. We just went there, Sam Fumarole back in 4th place. Richie Moore's got very close again. 3rd place is Matt Tyrrell, 4th place Chris Winterburn. So super final again, and what a 2 days it's been for Mark Cossar and Carl Blyth. Unbeaten in the heats yesterday, won the final, unbeaten in the heats and won the final today. A faultless display of Sidecar Speedway racing over the 2 days by Mark Cossar and Carl Blyth. And let's not forget the other finalists, Matt Tyrrell, Mark Courtney, super display again, always in the thick of the action as they were yesterday. The result of the grand final again today is winning by the crew with 10 Mark Cossar Carl Blyth. Second in white was in yellow black Richie Moore on Winsby, they get 2 points, and third in blue
Nearly.
Mark Courtney. Quick winning time for the final race of the day, 1:09.71. 1:09.71. We're trying to get the presentation to you as quickly as possible. We're doing the presentation today is my co-commentator Mr. Martin Bennett, who's been working with me up in the box today. So we start off there in the field at 3rd place. On the podium for the second time in 2 days, it's Matt Tyrrell and Mark Courtney for 3rd place.
Well, guys, unfortunately 3rd. Well done, man. Well done, well done.
We move on to the 2nd place crew, Richie Moore, Rob Winsby.
Thank you. Cheers, my son. Thank you very much.
Alright, cheers.
Well done, mate.
Thank you.
I knew what you were going to try and do.
Well, yeah.
It almost worked.
Almost worked, yeah.
All day today. They really are the crew to catch at the moment. Mark Cossar and Carl Blyth.
Well done, Mark. Thank you. Superb stuff. Thank you very much indeed. That's all right.
All right, thank you. What have we talked about today? Just Bob. We got time today, we're all right today.
Yeah, you do.
Fantastic performance. The final, Richie took game 4. He was right alongside you on that first run. Did you see him coming?
I've seen him there. You can't come under him when he's on the outside of me, so I just hold the line and keep flowing.
Carl, fantastic performance. He's just getting quicker and quicker, isn't he?
Yes, it's top running this season. We've been doing it a few times.
Not only are you top finishes, you've been fantastic on the last one of your races to
Well, yeah, that's not this is where they're on it. Hopefully that's what last we'll kick on again.
Right, Mark, not too many people left, but we're arranging the 17th of June.
Well, you've just done it, yeah, rugby 17th.
And you're having a start on, I think you've got a big chance, haven't you?
Yeah, good side, yeah, not too strong side.
Track and good conditions again today.
I don't like slick tracks. So I preferred it yesterday, but still more.
But the time was very good today, and boys are struggling against the game today.
Yeah, just the way it goes.
Looking for one of the next round of
Should be good, yeah. Take the rest of that, I think.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner today, Mark Cossar Carl Blyth. Thank you very much indeed.